is like. So if you think we are at a 4 for general customer service, we're not talking about the specific sectors, private and public and
just
so on.
Overall
we're
ranking.
talking about overall ranking of customer service in Jamaica. I gave it a 4, and I gave it a 4 for tourism, because in tourism, we have to wow everybody because we want people to spend the money. Shavani gave it a 5.
Very generous.
Right, very generous. And we'd like to hear from you guys. So type it in on YouTube and let us know what you think it is. Or on WhatsApp.
9973125. Quickly, Granville says you guys did a whole 2 months to discuss customer service.
Yeah, I agree. Granville.
That's what I said. I'm with you right there, Granville.
Kiki says 0.5%.
0.5, Kiki, you're kind, man. You're sweet. I'm going to be one of the harsh ones, but before I get there, most businesses would agree that customer service plays a key role in a company's growth and development.
Definitely.
However, how the organization chooses to approach their customer service can significantly vary for each industry. There's no one-size-fits-all blueprint for delivering excellent customer service, and sometimes brands fall short when trying to improve their customers' experience. Today, we have Gabriel Burgess from Sugar Lifestyle to give us some tips on elevating the customer service experience as we head on the road this summer. Hey, Gabriel, how are you?
Hi, I'm very good, thank you.
Nice. And you're here from, did I get it right? Is it Sugar Lifestyle? Did I say it properly? I hear I talk proper word.
You know, are the good sugar.
That's right. That's right. Very nice. So before we get into it, Gabriel, we've been doing this little activity in studio where we rank Jamaica overall, just generally.
Okay.
Where does Jamaica rank in customer service? 1 to 10, 10 being fantastic, 0 being horrible.
Well, I'm not gonna let the good suffer for the bad too much, so I'm gonna put it at 6.
Wow!
Quite generous.
I'm still traumatized by some of my bad customer service experiences.
Yeah,
in
I've
Jamaica.
had some serious
I
situations.
think my problem is if Jamaica were a student and every sector were an examination, and we had to average the cumulative grade in order for us to rank highly, I couldn't say more than 3 overall. Personally, that's
generous.
Me. I think,
But it's also because I'm very selective as to where I go. So I'm averaging.
You have to be selective of where you go.
There we go.
Everywhere you go, you should receive the absolute best customer service.
That's right.
But you know,
that's the problem.
You're not going to get that.
You notice
you should only have a few and far between that just hungry, tired, want sleep. Don't go on them lunchtime because Sharon come back late. Somebody, baby father, give them L.
Right.
That is the problem, and they're having a bad day.
Right.
They're not bad employees that just don't know how to give proper customer service. But I digress.
But we're here to talk Sugar Life today. I don't know, we want to give Gabriel the best service here. So we have a couple questions we want to go through with you and just have a conversation with you, Gabriel.
Sure.
So definitely, Gabriel, before we delve right into talking about customer service, let's talk a little bit about you and Sugar Lifestyle. What is that about? Because we heard that you provide a cocktail of services is what it says here. So tell us more.
Sounds nice.
Yes, it's a mixture of services. Sugar Lifestyle is a lifestyle because it encompasses so many things that all blend together in some beautiful way, where everything happened. It started out with restaurant ratings and reviews that grew traction. And then person started calling me Sugar, so it stuck with the name Sugar Lifestyle. Right. And I also do fitness training. So you have the Fit Happens with Gabby Arm. And then I can tell you where to eat and what to eat. So that definitely ties in with how I do my nutrition sessions.
Oh, wow. That's good.
I embrace local. I want to see Jamaica do well. And so I'm going to give these tips because I support small local as well via my pop-ups and expos throughout the year, including my own GWR.
Wonderful.
Nice. I'm here for it. I'm pro local as well. I'm just not pro bad customer service.
There are a few kinks. Well, not kinks. Is Olipa plead after iron out.
Yeah.
It's a whole heap of things that really need to change, and it starts with our mindset.
Yeah.
And so once we get those things right, because I do have faith in our country and in our people,
Absolutely. And
no
then
doubt about
with
that.
people like Gabriel from Sugar Lifestyle here to give
Mhm.
tips. I'm hoping that small business owners are tuned in and listening and
Right.
learning and
And not
writing.
just small business owners, but
But
I'm
everybody.
hoping that
Yeah.
everybody doing any form of business is really listening to
That's
it.
right.
You know?
That's right. So tell us, Gabriel, you just mentioned that people started calling you Sugar. So am I to guess, am I correct in taking it that that's where the name Sugar Lifestyle came from, or was it a different journey that
It was
got you there?
it was an acronym between a friend and I to start the blog for reviews, and then went our separate ways. She didn't have
Okay.
time for it.
Okay, cool. All right.
Nice.
Mm.
So you allow people to live vicariously through your lifestyle. Tell us more about that.
Well, I give basically the experience. I give you the experience by the way of how I'm writing the review. So you're gonna feel as if you're there, right?
Okay.
Whether it's a hotel, a restaurant, a cafe, a bar,
Right.
you name it. I try and give you the experience at the same time.
Nice.
And then it's an honest experience. So
It's
that is what my readers respect.
Got you.
Great.
Got you. The authenticity and the honesty. We're here for it. So tell us, explain to us from your experience, because you've been doing this for some time. What is good customer care service versus bad customer service?
First and foremost, everybody, and we're talking, as I said, we're talking across the board here, from a tuck shop to a cafe, anywhere.
Yeah.
They need to realize we have a choice. We
Yes.
all have a choice.
Yes.
Mm.
You can choose
And
anywhere.
worse coming out of COVID, so many chefs, home bakers
Mhm.
have been worked out of COVID.
Mhm.
And not only that, that's one. And two, we're all trying to save. Right?
Yes.
We're gonna find we don't have to go out. We have a choice.
Yeah.
And if we have a choice, they need to give us the extra mile. Show
Right.
us
Oh,
that
definitely.
they're giving this extra effort to make us feel welcome to their establishment.
Right.
I'm glad that you said that, Gabriel, because having a choice is really important. Not everybody who buys food is busy or doesn't cook as well and wants something absolutely magnificent, because some of us actually do love cooking.
Yeah.
So we
I mean-
do know the quality of food that we want. So when we take our time and our money and spend it at an
Right.
establishment, we expect the absolute best. You know how many times I've
Exactly.
had to buy food on the road in Jamaica overall, but I've had to buy food on the road, taste it at the restaurant and go, okay, no. And ask them to put in a box because I'm not wasting the money, and go home and recook it.
Mm.
I've had that experience a couple times, and it's unfortunate, and I know it's something that people have to do out here.
Wasting more electricity plus the gas money.
I could have stayed home and just cooked my own meal, or gone to
Yeah.
the supermarket and got the stuff and came back home and did my thing.
Yeah.
But so moving on a scale of 1 to 10, where are we on the chart in providing good customer service? Oh, but you said 3, no?
No, she said 6.
Oh, she said 6. Oh, you said 3.
I said 3.
Oh, she said
I'm the mean
6.
one.
Okay, great. Well, then I will go ahead and say, what do you believe are the causes of bad customer service in Jamaica?
Training is important, and then a lot of persons are saying that staff they're not being trained well, but they are. They're coming out of, some of them coming fresh out of school, and they are receiving the training. However, what we're missing, and I mean, I've done a little background, questioning of, by the School of Hospitality and Tourism Management, the lecturers there.
Mhm.
There's a little conflict of interest with restaurant owners, etc., where then the students learn one thing, then they go to work and they're being told to do something else. It can create a little bitterness, or they're unsure of what they're doing.
Right.
So how come we learn this
Mhm.
and we're being told to do this? So it
Right.
also it starts with the management. They need to be trained too.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Trained
Definitely, yes.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just get some money and open a restaurant,
No,
For
no.
those who are privileged to do so. But
Right.
you need to have the equipped with the proper training and background
Right.
information.
While you're training your staff, you need to be in the training session
Training
with
yourself.
them.
and
Training
be
yourself.
ready. And then
Mhm.
most importantly, what is not done everywhere, it's being done at some places, but not everywhere, is scenario
Yeah.
training. And when
Right.
you have on-the-job interviews, to do scenario, on-the-spot tests as well. How are these how are these persons gonna adapt to certain situations if I'm gonna
Right.
employ them?
Right.
And of course, the most important thing is rude diners. How do we respond to rude diners?
I'm glad
I
you
mean,
said that.
I think we're aggressive.
You
As a,
see?
Yeah, Jamaican
You
people
see?
are very aggressive.
a bit
And a
aggressive,
lot of the
right?
times it's not even the person who works there, that is awful. Somehow we go in there with our bad day and our bad behavior
True.
and
That's
ill
true.
treat customer service representatives. And then when the
Yeah.
people them faced it away, we say then
We
have
say
no
that
manners
for
and we want to
customer
talk to
service.
the manager.
That's true. I
So
saw that
I'm glad
happen
that
like
you
last
said
week.
that.
I saw that
So
happen last week. Yeah.
they have to learn how to adapt to those situations, how to
Yeah.
understand the diner's position, and sometimes it's not comprehensible because them just wrong and strong.
Right.
But
Right.
to
Right.
also question themselves and say, do we want to ruin our establishment's reputation over this wrong
Exactly.
and strong diner?
Exactly.
We don't. So we have to
Exactly.
find a way, some way possible to cater to their wishes and make them leave feeling either happy or okay, satisfied.
Right.
Right.
So I'm taking it from how you're talking, Gabriel. It sounds to me like you're an optimist regarding Jamaican customer service, that there is hope.
Mm.
But I'll still go ahead and ask. You think there is hope for Jamaican customer service across the board? Can we get it right?
We can.
Ooh,
The
get it right.
staff, the management needs to check in with their staff. They need to find out if this needs to be daily,
Right.
before service every day or once a week, etc. Some restaurants actually have a camera on their staff. But we know that in
Yes.
Jamaica, especially, you have to be present. You have to have
Yeah.
some kind of presence with the staff to make sure everybody's in line.
Quality control. Yeah.
You're gonna staff retention is important,
Right.
right? So you can keep good staff. Find a way to compensate them, monetary compensation, because that's what we need now.
Yeah.
Everybody is a bit under some stress right now, and find ways to
Absolutely.
compensate them in that way. And it starts with being present. So you don't want to walk in anywhere and there's nobody there to even greet you. Them around the
Yeah.
back chatting or sleeping.
Right.
And I'm going to give some quick sugar tips. SUGAL lifestyle. So the first thing is S, smile, right? So look pleasant, don't be too uptight. Welcome the person, be professional. You usher us to where we're gonna sit and make sure where we're sitting is cleaned already. We
Yeah.
don't want
Right.
Yes.
And not close to a garbage bin or bird droppings
or
like
a
we did
speaker
before.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Give
And
us
if it's
the menu
outside,
same
bigger
time.
umbrella for it hot.
Yeah. Summertime and
We don't really want to sit down under the sun
Under
like
the
that.
sun
It's
like
not
that.
a beautiful tropical experience at the moment.
Yeah, and when they usher us to our seat, don't just say, okay, sit here and then them go and leave us immediately again.
Right.
Give us the menu immediately. Be well
walk
versed and trained on the menu, on the many items, what they have, what they don't have. Don't let our
Yeah.
hearts set on something, then we'll come back and say, oh, we don't have this.
Right.
know.
Tell me from the get-go that we're out of shrimp and we're out of steak.
I'm not out of sugar, I'm not out of salt. and black pepper.
Now we don't have no milk.
And all the chickens on the farm.
And
right?
NWC just lock off the water and
And
we
the
can't
lights
get
will
no
cut.
pipe water to drink.
Or we have weather. We have weather. I've heard that one.
This sounds extreme, I promise you. I promise you I've encountered
We've encountered all of those. Sorry.
Easy.
And G is give us some time to look over the menu, but not too much time. Don't forget us.
Yes.
And A is to be attentive, right? So you're gonna keep coming to us, not too often though. People like to have convos while they're dining. And then even ask for feedback. Some people may be honest, some people may not be, but you want this feedback to give to your coworkers and your management. At the end of the day, and be accountable as well for our return. Try and know us by name, make us feel accountable. Boy, they're going to say, welcome back, Gabriel, and it's nice. And sometimes you need to give a little freebie as well. Management needs to understand that, even if it's a pretty little chocolate and say, oh, this is compliments of the baker or the chef.
Yeah.
Make us feel welcome.
No, Gabriel. Gabriel, you have a restaurant?
No.
Oh, because I would surely be dining there this evening just for the full experience, because all of what you're saying sounds quite
It sounds
phenomenal.
very wonderful.
Thank you.
Do you
Sorry to cut you there, but I cannot forget the L, which is both for the staff, the management, and us as diners.
Mm-hmm.
Look professional, look the part, play the part, and we cannot go to the people, good establishment in miniskirts that are riding up and showing everything.
I
Right.
have a question
A lot of
about that.
places have had to put out notices to dress properly, but it also starts with them. Right?
Yeah, I have a question
have to-
because I suppose, because I know Renella has a question she wanted to go into, but I have a question about that because I suppose that when you're doing a food establishment, you have a vision for the kind of clientele that you want to attract.
Oh, definitely.
But I'm not sure a lot of our small business owners and even the larger ones have a very clear identity of who they want to attract.
Right.
And so what I see happening sometimes is someone comes in something that you deem inappropriate on a Wednesday at 2:15, but on a Monday morning at 6 a.m. it's not, or on a Thursday afternoon at 3 it's not. And so I think it's just important for business owners, management, etc. If you're going to be putting in effect these rules, you need to make them uniform.
Yeah.
You need to make them not seem arbitrary.
Yeah.
So it cannot be that because the lady wore a yellow two-piece on a Thursday, that's not welcome. But then on a Friday at 7:30, a green two-piece is welcome. You understand what I mean?
get what you mean.
And then that still becomes a
He's
problematic
standard.
customer
Like the
service
hotels
situation.
on the North Coast, they make it very clear. You know, you're gonna see the dollar signs beside each restaurant at the hotel, and what is acceptable to wear and what is not acceptable to wear. And then tell us when persons are making reservations, they should be told as well.
Right.
I'm glad that we're talking about this because I remember it was a few months ago that a popular restaurant in Kingston had a diner. Someone came and completely lied about their experience, and the unfortunate truth is that the establishment ended up having to pull security footage and posting it on Instagram to let people know that the woman who had said that she did not get served at a specific time and was left alone by the waiter and all of that, they had to pull footage with time at the top of it to see to really kind of show people that the person was not being truthful. And it's sad that an establishment had to do all of that so that their name would not be tarnished by the cruel things that customer was saying. So some customers are not quite great, and with that I say, when a customer has a bad attitude, what kind of advice would you give to the worker, the waiter, whoever it is that is offering the service, who has to deal with a customer like that, especially on that kind of level?
Right.
No, but I know the situation that you're speaking of,
Am I the only one in the room that doesn't know what this is about?
surprised. We're not going to call any names, but I think they were surprised. They were surprised to see this feedback from the customer on social media. I don't think the customer was showing that they were not satisfied. It was after the fact.
Yes.
So that was probably why they had to go the extra mile, because it was after the fact. It wasn't even while they were there.
Yeah.
Right. A part of what you do, Gabrielle, is restaurant reviews. Is that a strategy used to promote good customer care?
Partially, because I take a lot of things into account. And of course, initially, I would include everything. And I don't want to be the villain, but after a while, especially during COVID and post-COVID, if I go somewhere and I'm not pleased, or if it's a really bad review, I can't even review the place.
Right.
Then I send them a love letter, or I try and speak to the owner one-on-one.
Okay.
To address certain issues.
Oh, that's
awesome.
so cool, though. That's
really
good. Well, Gabrielle, what are some of the additional tips that you can provide for establishments out here that are delivering below the scale of good service?
Additional tips, meaning in terms of dining, delivery, or just in general?
On a whole, if I say to you, I do not like going to Akitree restaurant, and the people at Akitree restaurant,
Akitree is just a
it's a hypothetical.
So if
thing.
you own or operate Akitree, or you work at Akitree, please know this is not an attack.
Yes. So
Right.
It's very important. So hypothetically speaking, I have a restaurant called Ronella's. God forbid I ever have one, and this is ever the case. But just saying, I have a restaurant and there's a bad review, terrible review. I mean, for whatever reason,
Cocktail
small or
cocktail.
major. let's not do that here in the Rice. What are some additional tips that you can provide for a business that is being criticized quite negatively so that they can improve their service?
You could do a promotion.
Okay.
Right? You could do a promotion or offer, special discounts on certain meals. Have persons feel welcome to come.
Right.
Because if persons are being turned away, what are you going to do to welcome them back or
Right.
welcome them in the first place? So you do a promotion and then people will come, and then you have to ensure that your staff is ready to accept these persons that are coming in for the promotion. And then you're going to also employ a survey system, because if you notice, the foreign franchises that have come to Jamaica have this system in place where sometimes you do a survey.
Yeah.
And it holds their employees accountable across
Absolutely.
all chains if they have
Absolutely.
if they have a few establishments island wide.
Right.
And that is very important. You can see where the breakdown is and address those pain points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think just on that note, before we wrap, I think one of the challenges I see in our different sectors is I'm not sure we are quite able to handle the truth. I think data-driven business management requires that you are open to surveys and you take the surveys very seriously and you use that information to make actual change. So if you're a Chantel out there, I don't know who you are, but if you have a Chantel at the cashier desk, right? She's a cashier.
Yeah.
And Chantel is always getting half star out of 5, half star by every customer.
Right.
That's data. That's
yes,
data.
it is.
50 customers can't be wrong. So I want to thank you, Gabrielle, for sharing with us today. I mean, all the tips that you've given us from Sugar Life have been so helpful. You've been part of this conversation. Where can folks find you if they want to check out your content or have you review their establishment?
My blog, Sugar Lifestyle, I do include my restaurant ratings and reviews at least once a week on Instagram, SUGA Lifestyle. And you can also check past reviews on www.sugarlifestyle.com.
Right. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much, Gabrielle Burgess, for joining us here inside Engage on the Family Station Love 101. All the best with all that you're doing.
All right. Much love to you. Thank you too.
Bye,
Thank you.
Gabrielle.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, we're going to go to a quick break and take care of some business. Stick around.
We say welcome home, Caribbean Airlines, yeah. Back on the go again, back on the road again. It's time to fly and get away, where we have no problems. It's just we friends and good vibes there. We restore, reset all the energy, ready to reconnect with the family. Our youth commitment to we people them, to we people them. We say welcome home. We got Caribbean,